Good morning. My name is Max Goldman. I'm a sophomore at Main Street School of Performing Arts in Hopkins. You're probably wondering why I'm here this morning and not at school. When JA presented me with the opportunity to introduce our keynote speaker, Mort Mortenson, I jumped on the chance. I'm headed straight to school right after I'm done with you guys, I promise. I previously had the honor of introducing Mort back in 2011 during his induction to the Junior Achievement Business Hall of Fame. As we chatted that evening, I shared with him my experience of being elected mayor of JA Biztown, and that I learned what it takes to be a successful entrepreneur during my week at JA's summertime. As many of you know, it's harder than you think. Shortly after the Hall of Fame event, Mort invited me out to Mortenson Construction for behind the scenes tour so I could see firsthand the success of his entrepreneurial ventures. What an amazing opportunity for me to learn from one of the Twin Cities' most successful business leaders. As chairman of Mortenson Construction, Mort's business philosophy is centered on the concept of building lasting value. He's dedicated his career to laying the foundation of building a continuity plan for a company that would be perpetuated for generations to come. It's Casual Friday, so I don't really need this, do I? As I was saying, in case you didn't notice the Mort crane outside the window, I included all these construction references so you're sure to know what this company is all about. Please give him a warm welcome, everyone. Mort Mortenson, welcome to the stage.
Max, we've got to get you a new hard hat. You know, when I listen, I think, I have to say this, Ellen and Gina, I think you got the roles reversed. I should have been introducing Max. Oh, you know, it was such a wonderful thing that Max and I came together, I don't know, 2-3 years back, I think it was, and then we developed this wonderful friendship out of that engagement that evening, and we had one thing we discovered that we had in common was Max made the comment that I've got to get through this real quick because it's past my bedtime, and I said, well, it's past my bedtime too, Max. I'm so pleased to be here, and I'm so grateful for this opportunity that you've given me to share some thoughts with all of the wonderful Junior Achievement board members, supporters, and volunteers. And Max, I'm very grateful to you for that wonderful introduction. I'll partner with you any day. But I have to say, like, I have some remarks, and I didn't have a chance to kind of read through them. So if you hear too much about Mortenson, I apologize ahead of time for that. But so I have to say that I'm inspired each time I visit the Biztown Construction Center. Students work together to plan and complete quality building projects for business customers and learn the dynamics of the industry. Junior achievement activities foster creativity, ingenuity, and teamwork for today's students and tomorrow's leaders and entrepreneurs. I like to think of an entrepreneur as a person who organizes, operates, and assumes risk for a business venture. That describes my father in 1954 when he founded M.A. Mortenson Company. When I joined the company in 1960, I got a taste of what it's like to assume risk by having to provide our surety with a personal indemnification. And now I'm in my, let's see, I have to say, I don't know why they asked me for that. I had no money. I guess they just maybe wanted me to stick around for a while. So I'm into my 53rd year now, and it's all been so absolutely fabulous and rewarding. But at the time I was appointed president of Mortenson in 1960, one of our first goals was to build an organization with solid people. Our objective then, as it is now, is about bringing people into our company and helping them to grow in their careers. When I'm asked about sustaining long-term success, it brings to mind this Chinese proverb: if your vision is for 1 year, plant wheat. If your vision is for 10 years, plant trees. If your vision is for a lifetime, plant people. Planting people is about attracting and retaining people of good character, with sound academic backgrounds, strong technical skills, ingenuity, and motivation to excel. It is our rock-solid people in the office and in the field who enable us to carry out our purpose, which is to build structures and facilities for the advancement of modern society. What this means in practical terms is making our community a better place to live. When we introduce the young JA students to the wonders of construction, it sparks their imagination. Dams to harness the force of rivers and produce power, treatment plants for the delivery of clean water, sports venues for athletic competition and entertainment, healthcare facilities to improve the health and well-being of our children and families, education buildings for teaching and learning, cultural centers for music, theater, and the arts. Over the past decade, technology has transformed construction. Virtual design and construction is used in construction to build a three-dimensional computer model or virtual prototype of a building or structure before it is actually constructed on site. The 3D modeling improves planning, communication, and collaboration. VDC allows us to analyze building systems and to minimize obstacles before we begin physical work on the site. Mortenson is a nationally recognized leader in virtual design and construction. This brief video, a 3D computer model of the construction sequencing of the Viking Stadium, along with images of the stadium provided by HKS, the project architect, will give you an idea of how we start the process. Man, I didn't think it was that simple. We get a lot, obviously, in our organization, we get a lot of questions about the Vikings stadium these days. I wish they'd let us start building it. That's all I can say. Well, today we consider ingenuity, problem solving, and working as a team as the skills that are essential to success. Driving along many highways today, you see the turbines on the horizon. Mortenson is the largest builder of wind farms in North America. And it all started because one Mortenson team member had the ingenuity, technical know-how, problem-solving skills, and the motivation and encouragement to pursue something completely new. Jerry Gruntner, Mortenson's father of wind, took his knowledge of turbine installations on hydroelectric plants and applied it to wind turbine installations. Also, most of you have probably seen the Twins ballpark. The complexity of the site provided one of the biggest challenges our team has ever faced. The building footprint is 12 acres, tightly fit onto an 8-acre site and built over, around, and under highway, interstate highway, city streets, and an active rail line. Our team needed to accommodate the Burlington Northern Santa Fe rail traffic by stopping work every time a train passed through the site. Our project team had a mere 30 minutes notice to stop work and relocate the workforce. This happened on the average of 3 times a day, every day during the construction. Team members were regularly solving problems to keep the ballpark on schedule. Ann Johnson, a young engineer in our renewable energy group, had the desire and vision to help children learn about wind power and solar power. Ann wrote and Mortenson published Catch the Wind and Catch the Sun, illustrated books which provide lessons in math and science while teaching children about energy conservation and renewable energy. Now Ann and her fellow team members are taking these lessons to the classroom. At times, this is done in collaboration with Junior Achievement. For our company and our community, the investment in people has to start much earlier than when someone joins Mortenson as a team member. Preparing people to develop problem-solving and teamwork skills needs to start early and continue throughout the K-12 education system. Mortenson values Junior Achievement's programs that place people in this learning and experiential environment at an early age and continues to nurture them. We are investing in JA to develop these skills. I recently toured the BizTown and saw firsthand how problem solving happens. The students were working on deciding a new location for a wind farm. The student has to decide whether to build on a mountain range or on a Midwest farm site. And they have to calculate the costs and return on investment. Frank Sarno, who is with us today, Mortenson's Director of Project Controls, worked with JA to create this wind power site analysis problem and structured the job responsibilities in the BizTown Construction Center to include an architectural engineer and an energy engineer. Frank, would you share with us just a few of your views about your wonderful experience volunteering for JA?
I really just wanted to say how much fun I've had being a volunteer for JA. And I really wanted to say thank you to the entire JA staff and organization, because it's given me the opportunity to realistically, for one, volunteer and have that exciting opportunity, but also to take the JA BizTown, the construction center, and actually turn it into what a young engineer would do on their first day. That's what they do in JA BizTown, from quality to safety to their technician of surveying out where these projects are going to be built within JA. So it's been a lot of fun, and I just wanted to say thank you to the entire staff and the organization, and how much that I'm sure you've all seen BizTown, but you need to get in and see the energy inside of BizTown when the students are there. And if you have the opportunity, please volunteer, especially for the construction center. and I just wanted to, I mean, just watching that video, I'm almost to the point of nervous excitement about seeing that video in place. But the one question I want to leave is, did anybody else count the cranes and the number of crews that were on that video? Because that's what I was doing. So I guess that just tells you that kind of that engineering nerd mind that I have. As soon as that went on the screen, I started thinking about all the different crews that were going to be there and how much fun that project's going to be once it gets built for the city of Minneapolis and for the state of Minnesota. So thank you, everyone. Thank you, Mort.
Funny that you use that term nerd. I haven't heard that in a while, but I hear it occasionally from my wife.
That's funny, Mort. That's exactly what my wife called me when I was working on the JA BizTown. You're having too much fun.
Yeah, it goes with being an engineer, I guess.
I think so.
Well, at Mortenson, we believe it is important to give back to our community. Not just financially, but through sharing the love of our craft and our knowledge and experience that may inspire others. It starts with children and students. Junior Achievement, whose focus is on preparing youth to thrive in today's world, is doing vital work for the future of our global community. It's this work, connecting classrooms to plan rooms and boardrooms, that gives students the insights and opportunity to learn in new ways. For Mortenson and me personally, it is rewarding to work with Junior Achievement, educating young people and helping them grow. Thank you, JA, for your vision of a lifetime. You help our company and community to achieve our vision of a lifetime. Thank you, Junior Achievement, for providing our youth with a strong foundation on which to succeed. You know, I do have to say, like, it's kind of along the lines, when you walk into BizTown, to see the energy and enthusiasm and excitement of these young people with the experience that they're going through is absolutely marvelous. And then we have it's really a gift to us to have these letters that the young people write about their experience and what it's meant to them personally. So we're very grateful for that.